So Divinity Original Sin 2 is the sequel to the first Divinity Original Sin, obviously. It brings a whole bunch of new things with it. First and foremost, we have a new dialogue system, which is based on what's called tags. So when you start playing the game, you get to pick your origin, you get to pick your race, your profession. And in function of what choices that you make there, you're going to find that every NPC in the world is going to react differently to you. And so when you recruit companions, you will find that if you select that companion and you talk to those NPCs, they will also have different things to say. So depending on who talks to who, you will discover that reactions of the world are very different. And this goes much further than you would expect, I guess. Then you can play with up to 4 players this time, cooperatively, but also competitively. So we have this thing called competitive questing, which basically means that I could have an origin quest which is antagonistic to your origin quest. So we'll have to figure out how to deal with that in the world. Then we have an arena, so you can just play PvP turn-based combat against each other, which is a lot of fun. We expanded on the turn-based combat system, which was already good in the first Original Sin, but we had a whole bunch of things to add, give it more depth. So that's fun too. We have a new engine, so it looks prettier, so all of it looks much better, I guess. We have a Game Master mode, which we're not showing here, but which allows you to Game Master it. I'm not allowed to say Dungeon Master anymore. We have, there's a whole bunch of innovations, and I think like when you look at it, it's a really big package. So we were lucky enough that there was really a lot of people playing the first Original Sin. We're at, I think, over 1.5 million players now. And as a result of that, we've been able to observe how they played. There were a lot of YouTubers and Let's Play videos and Twitch streams that we could see. And so we've been taking into account all the little annoyances that they had. So we, for instance, now have a party inventory. Basically, in every single UI screen, you will see that the entire party is represented so that you can rapidly navigate between them. There's a whole bunch of improvements there. And we saw that people were sometimes a bit disappointed by the mid to end game, so we did a lot of stuff in the character development system to improve that, so that you keep on having a challenge even if you go towards the end. We have a team of 8 writers now compared to 1.5 for the first game. It really feels itself because everybody now has time to work on their characters, so the writing is a lot better, I think. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little things that we did based on what the feedback that we got from the players. So it really goes like, when should a status effect be applied to you? At the beginning of the turn, at the end of the turn, when it's the next turn, that kind of thing. So you will find it everywhere. It's also in the UI. When you select something, there's much better feedback given of what's possible, what's not. So it's much more mature. So the first Original Sin was kickstarted. The second Original Sin was also kickstarted to add extra features to it. And so the community responded tremendously, and as a result of that, we have our Game Master mode now. And I wouldn't have done it if it wouldn't have been for Kickstarter, but I'm really happy that we did it because it turned out to be fantastic, much better than I expected. And that's the cool part about going to Kickstarter. You basically have a community that's telling you, please do these things. Right, and then you do it, and it's very motivating. Well, the game will adapt to you, so it will see it is made as if you didn't play the first Original Sin, right? So you should not have a problem starting playing Original Sin 2 if you never played Original Sin 1. That said, while you're watching this interview, you should go and play Original Sin 1 in preparation for Original Sin 2. Alright, so they should head over and go immediately to the www.divinity.game or immediately go to the Steam page and pre-order it. It's going to be on early access, so they should be able to play it right away.